addition to head coach Austin Parkinson. Again, we'll begin with an opening statement from Coach Parkinson, followed by questions for the student athletes. We'll dismiss the student athletes back to the locker room and take questions for Coach. So with that, Coach, we'll begin with your opening statement.
Yeah, I mean, for our team to bounce back, after the two tough losses last week and come out and fight the way we did, I thought we won the game really in the first half. Even though they battled back, I thought they kind of ran out of gas. And the one thing you always like to see in these scenarios, kind of like C Camp yesterday at South Dakota, you want to see your seniors step up. And when the game got close, boy, Nev wanted the basketball, 22 points and 9 rebounds. And Shaquira Scott played on balance tonight. And defensively, we really stuck to our game plan, and we made them shoot a lot of threes. We made Luke work for her points tonight, so I was really proud of our kids.
Let's take questions for the student athletes. Give me a show of hands and also name an affiliation on the first time around, right here in the second row.
Scott Holland, McDonough Boys. Nevena, you had about 3 or 4 buckets at the end of the shot clock. Was that just a point where you wanted the ball in the final seconds before the buzzer?
Yeah, I wanted the ball. I'm a senior. I didn't want to lose today. I want to keep playing.
Are you known for shooting a lot for those 3-pointers at the end of the shot clock? You knocked out 2, looked pretty good coming out.
Yeah, I'm a 6'4" power forward, and I do shoot threes.
Wish you shoot 4.
Right here in the second row.
Great equalizer for Vermillion. And now, to talk about your defensive presence, after holding in that 30% shooting, just talk about the team defensive effort as a whole.
We stuck to the game plan that the coaches gave us, and we played team defense. They helped me with Ashley Luke, and she's a great player. So it was all around team defense, and we stuck to the game plan.
Shaquira, what did you guys do against their guards? It looked like you really made them uncomfortable with a lot of ball pressure.
We just ran him off the 3-point line. Like I said, we had to help on Luke, and when she passed it out, we just ran him off the 3.
Second row.
Cody Roy, Western Courier. Shakira, what do you think was the biggest difference between the first and second half? In the first half, you guys were pretty much in control. In the second half, they had that run at the beginning, even took the lead a couple times.
I think they just adjusted at halftime. We didn't come out with as much aggression as we did in the first half. We kind of laid back a little bit on our defense, but we picked it up later in the second half.
Other questions for the student athletes? We'll take one here in the second row.
Yes, Todd F. KSLO Radio. So what was the key of shutting down number 5 this league? It seemed like you had her contained pretty much the entire game.
Pretty much make her catch the ball outside the block, and then everyone kind of dig whenever she turned her head away from them. Make her kick it out.
Oh yeah, just flutter. All 5 of us had to help. The guards had to help the post, and the post had to get her off the block.
Other questions?
What happened in about midway in the second half? It looks like you guys were missing some easy shots out of the basket.
Shaquira, you want to start with that one?
It was hot. It was hot. We was getting a little tired, but we picked it up. Nev hit some big shots down there. And Nev plays at the 3-point line, so she got us some 3s, so we really need to make them some.
What do you think of the Premier Center?
It's an awesome place. I love it. I'm glad I got to play in it.
The atmosphere is crazy. I've never experienced anything like this before, so it was so fun.
How's this compared to other venues?
It's a lot bigger. A lot bigger, a lot crazier. The fans were in it. It was just huge.
A couple more questions for the student athletes. Anyone? Okay, ladies, thank you. We'll go ahead and excuse you back to the locker rooms. And we will continue with other questions for Coach. Right here.
Coach, you played Western Illinois twice this year, and they beat you twice. What was the difference today from those 2 games?
Well, most of the time when you play a team that's beat you twice, you kind of feel like it's going to be tough to adjust. But it felt like in both games, we had some unforeseen circumstances in both where we didn't quite play with the energy level. I felt like both games we kind of got out physical, and I thought that if we could come in today with the aggression, and I think you saw that at the start of the game, and we were aggressive physically, and I thought we stuck to our game plan better in this game, and obviously forcing them to take 31 threes, that was probably the difference in the game.
Coach, when they came all the way back and took a lead, sometimes teams usually go away, but yet you guys were able to kind of turn things around. What was said or what needed to be said to get everything jump started again?
Well, there was one time out we just talked about breathe. We just seemed rattled. We kicked one out of bounds. We missed a couple easy ones, and there were a couple calls that didn't go our way, and I think we got a little bit frustrated. And once we settled down, we kind of made some subs, and I think our kids got tired. Once we subbed, I think things turned. And then, like I said, I mean, bottom line is Nev really stepped up, and you want to see that she's capable of that kind of performance. She struggled the last 2 games, South Dakota State, and I know she was hungry to come back out here and play what she's capable of, and she did.
Right here, third row.
JL Smith, Sports Network. Austin, 17 shot attempts in the second half. That's all you had. You hit 9 of them. I mean, does it really come down to a game, the way that turned out, just as simple as making the most of the opportunities you did get?
I mean, believe me, if you think I enjoy 46 attempts, you're wrong. I'd like to get the game going up and down a little bit, but for us, it was we were executing. We took care of the basketball. We shot 47%. We shot effective threes, and then we finally started getting to the foul line. I mean, I looked up at one point in the first half, and we were killing them in points in the paint, but we couldn't get the foul line for some reason. So the second half, we started to get to the foul line down the stretch. We started getting to the rim, started going a little stronger, and I thought that gave us a little bit of confidence, and also gave us a chance to set our defense.
Let's go here first.
Coach, what did you guys do out there to keep Ashley Luke contained?
Well, we tried to play the first 2 games like we did last year where we had success, and that was just kind of pressure the basketball and let her get hers and try to shut everybody else down, and clearly that didn't work. So we did kind of try to emulate what South Dakota State did a few weeks ago, was really pack the paint. When she got it and put it on the floor, we wanted to come double from behind, and we did it sometimes. When we did, it was really good. When we didn't, Ashley Luke's a really good player, and she's going to make you pay, and she did at times.
Wait over here.
South Dakota's up next, obviously. You talked a little bit in the postgame about, the atmosphere obviously favors them and the fact that they're the champions. But, going into this game, I mean, you guys beat them by 25 at your place. I mean, how much do you go back and look at that particular matchup and try to, recreate that situation?
Well, I think, you look at both games. I mean, we beat them by 25. They beat us by, 18 or 20. And sometimes it's when you play a team. I don't think they were playing as well at the time when we beat them, but they are playing well now, and they're a very good basketball team. It's going to be really loud in here until hopefully the Jackrabbit fans get in, maybe cheer for us a little bit. But I think the one thing, I think Seacamp's a stud. I mean, she's a really good basketball player, and I know she didn't win Player of the Year, but when you average 14 a game and you average 6 assists, I think sometimes we forget and we put all this stuff on scoring, but she impacts the game in a lot of ways, and so we're going to have to be ready to handle her. You saw yesterday when things got tough. She put them on their shoulders, and so they got a lot of weapons. They're very well coached, and we know it'll be a good challenge, but I know our kids are excited about playing.
Other questions for Coach right here?
I'll ask you too. What do you think of the Premier Center, Coach?
Love it. Absolutely love it. I think it's great. The atmosphere is great. They do a first-class job. I would think they're going to end up hosting NCAA regionals and stuff here just because of how well done it is. The kids are excited. They came in yesterday. I was excited to get this win just for our kids to be able to play in the atmosphere that will take place tomorrow. We know it'll be a road game. We know it'll be a challenge. But for these young ladies, as Shaquira said, to be able to play in front of that many people and that kind of atmosphere is going to be exciting.
Time for one more? Okay, thank you, Coach. Congratulations, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.